Hello, everybody. Yeah, so I think we are live. Yeah, we're live for 10 seconds already. Good afternoon, good morning. Hello, everybody who is joining live today, and hello, everybody who is watching that in recording on YouTube. And we are talking at this webinar. We're talking about the Google LSA for HVAC. So everybody is welcome, and yeah, let's go. So the topic of today's meeting is how to get more calls and book jobs in 2026. And the plan is to stay with you for 55 minutes in total. And I plan to present in 39 minutes to go over the presentation about the local service ad setup and all the features. Then 1 minute for a short bonus for you, and I'll make sure we have enough time, like 15 minutes for Q&A session. So for those of you who are watching this live, bring in your questions, bring in your issues which you're having right now with local service ads, and we will speak about that as well in the end of this webinar. And the topics which I want to cover today and the issues is the basic. I want to start with the basics on how actually Google local service ads work for HVAC specifically, and the steps to get started if you're not there yet, or if you're launching a new account after a while, and the key factors to rank among the top results in local service ads in your area, and how can you actually get more calls with local service ads for your HVAC business and earn more revenue this season. And I'll make sure you will leave with a step-by-step playbook in your head, and maybe making some notes about winning the local service ads. And of course, a few pro tips and special tricks to get more leads for your HVAC business. Yeah. Hey, Sammy. Nice to meet you here. Hello, everybody, once again. And I want to make this workshop and webinar interactive. So feel free, if you join it from the different locations, feel free to mention if you are in HVAC business actually, and where are you joining from. That would be a better connection, and maybe I'll have some examples specifically to your service area. So yeah, if you join in this live, just mention your HVAC or not HVAC business and the location and the service area where you're in. For those guys who doesn't know me yet, my name is Daniel. I'm Daniel Dramshev, an HVAC marketer and founder of NetRocket. And what is NetRocket? This is different types of directions, and like we're building this kind of infrastructure for HVAC growth. And this is, I call it like an ecosystem. We're building an ecosystem for HVAC business. And first of all, I have the marketing experience and business experience of more than 15 years. And my main expertise is omnichannel and growth marketing, and a focus in HVAC. And I also like sales. Actually, when I'm visiting some events, I'm trying to learn as much as possible about marketing and sales in HVAC. We run an eight-figure HVAC marketing school right now. We started it last year, and we're structuring it right now. And this event is a part of this eight-figure HVAC marketing school. So everybody, again, is welcome. Yeah. The question is, yeah, the recording will be available later. So we record this webinar. So if you need or you have to leave earlier, no worries. We will send you the link so you can watch the recording later. And the advantage of making this online is that if you have any actual or hot topics to discuss and questions about your local service ads account, stick live, and you'll be able to discuss your questions with me and other participants in the chat, and with me on the Q&A session. Hi, George from New Jersey. Cool. Yeah, that's good for you that they're starting in the trade, not in the business, but yeah, cool. This is the basic. This is actually the basic lesson, and I will make sure that you understand what LSA and how you can implement this into your startup business, startup HVAC. So I'll continue about myself. What else do I do in this NetRocket ecosystem? I invest. We actually together we invest in and advise the tech and home service businesses across the U.S. I also run a YouTube. We host a YouTube podcast which is called HVAC Marketing Game. We actually restructured to this right now, so you can see me there as well, and we will share more and more information on YouTube channel. We will have 2 YouTube channels, one for the agency, one for the school, to have more lessons there. You could see me somewhere on the Facebook ads or Instagram ads. This is how they may look, and offline as well. If you visited the AHR trade show in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago, we could meet there. And also we do the offline events with in-person events with the marketing workshops in different locations, like in Bay Area, in Miami, in New York, and we're gonna expand this as well. So yeah, let's be connected, let's be in touch, and we will meet offline and online more often. And this is, by the way, this is my team, the main team, my family. I have a beautiful wife and 2 kids. They support me a lot, and we try to live a happy life each day. And the second team is my team where we play this NetRocket game, the HVAC marketing game, and which I invite you to join. Let me also share a couple words about the NetRocket, about the agency. So the agency team was actually the first and the core business where we started. And this is why actually we have a lot of expertise and we have a lot of experience in doing marketing and for HVAC specifically. And NetRocket team, what the team does, it helps generate more dollars into your business and build 8-figure brands in HVAC trade specifically. So we do everything here, from the website creation and basic stuff like Google Maps, Yelp advertising, Facebook ads, and actually organic posting as well, and the Google ads, all the types of Google ads, and full SEO on all types of search, everything optimization. So it's not only the classic SEO, search engine optimization, but search everything. We optimize everything. And we do the GEO, I call it AI marketing. So we make sure that your company shows up in the ChatGPT and Perplexity and other AI models when homeowners search for a contractor in your area. And we connect, since last year, we started to connect marketing and sales, because this is very important. And sometimes, or many times, I see that you don't need more leads. You just need to connect them better, the marketing and sales. And this is where you got opportunities and potential with the same investment into marketing. I do also personal consulting, but this is very limited, just a couple of projects at the same time. And I told you about the HVAC marketing school, which we started last year. And we are actually, all this ecosystem and all our team, we are on a mission to help 100 HVAC contractors become 8-figure sustainable businesses during the next 5 years. So this is what we do with all our activities. And you are now in the HVAC marketing school. And I want to welcome you once again. Everybody is welcome. If you have just joined, just drop the message into the chat. What is your service area, where you come from, and if you are in HVAC trade or any other home services. And just wanna share in the beginning that this is the lesson number 1. We actually had already the webinar and a couple of workshops this year, and we were talking about the overall 8-figure concept, what has to be built in the company in order to lead that company, your HVAC or home service business, to 8 figures and more, to 10 million in revenue and more. And just want to show you that this year will be very structured. So we already have a plan for 9 lessons that will go into in a very detail, in all the details, step by step, on each marketing activity which you can build and set up in your company. And in total for all the year, we're gonna have like 20 sessions in person and online as well. And it's free. It's free. We're doing this. This is our investment into education. This is educational project, and this is kind of a giveaway to an HVAC community from my side and from our team, because I believe actually when you give away something and we share our experience, then we definitely will receive something somewhere we even don't expect sometimes from. And yeah, this is what I call the 8-figure HVAC roadmap. And yeah, talking about this, why we're talking about the 8-figure roadmap, 8-figure HVAC roadmap, because I think that maybe when we build a company which makes 10 million and more revenue annually, we may have more freedom. We definitely will have more resources to develop the company further. But yeah, and maybe I say just maybe, because I'm sure that not all of us will have more freedom at this point. But still, this is what we want. We want to grow, and this is natural. This is why we set up this, and this is very challenging because most of the companies, they die before 1 million, and other companies, they can make it to 3-5 millions, and then they stop in their growth. And it depends, of course, on not only on marketing. It depends a lot on the business background of the owner or partners who are running this business. So I define this in 5 levels. Define this roadmap in 5 levels. So this is going to be only 2 slides about this concept, and we will move forward into LSA. So first level is the foundation stage. If it's comfortable for you, just drop a message which level your company or your business is. We know that some guys are only starting, but if you already have a running business, what stage is, like, are you on the foundation stage, on the level 1? It's below 1 million, and usually you can easily reach it during the couple of years. Then the level 2 is from 1 to 3 millions in revenue. Then this is where you start building a system in marketing, in sales, and business overall. And the level 3 is when you're already trying to grow more actively and try to diversify, make some diversification inside the company, in marketing channels and everywhere. Yeah, thank you, George. So between 0 and 1, only like starting, but again, I wish you a smooth start. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, and hey James. Hey Dima, Minnesota here. Yeah, hello everybody who is here. Yeah, I'll continue. So the next level after 5 million, so it's level 4. This is where we are trying to scale up to 8 figures. So you're not, your company is not a startup anymore. It's more or less a scale-up company. And yeah, this is where you have already some basic system built, and this is how you reach the 10 million plus. And then it's only the beginning, because after 10 million, you still will you'll be scaling up further the company, and you'll be hitting like 15 millions and then 20 millions. And the idea of this is to make it as a business, real business, not just a job for yourself, but the business which is sellable. And I want to mention here that when we build this kind of system, and the company is more sellable with the higher revenue numbers annually. This is why it's another reason why we are focused with the team to help contractors to scale 8 figures and more, because this is the point where it becomes more interesting to sell and exit the business. And even if it's not the goal for your business, for your company, if you don't want to exit the business, if you don't want to sell it, if you want to keep it, when you build a system which is interesting for sale, it's also interesting to keep it. And this is how you actually build a profitable, efficient business for yourself, and you can then manage it as you want, either keep it for long term or try to exit with a high multiple. So this is why I'm talking about the 8-figure HVAC roadmap. And here you can, if it's okay, you can take a picture of this slide, this is the whole 8-figure roadmap, which we discussed on the previous meetings online and in person as well. These are the 4 pillars on what should be set up in your company in order to grow your revenue to 10 million plus. So, and we are in the very beginning with this lesson, with this local service ads lesson. We are in the very beginning. So we are in the first pillar, in the first position. And I will just say it in a couple words. So first pillar what we need to build is the lead generation and paid traffic. This is everything what related to the lead generation, where we pay for leads or pay for the traffic. It's local service ads, it's Yelp ads, it's eLocal, NG, Home Advisor, Google Maps ads, again, and the search ads and display ads, everything what's in ads. Then the organic visibility is the number 2. The second pillar is the organic, the SEO, the traditional SEO, the search everything optimization, and any other organic channels which we may use. And together with the GEO, together with the AI search optimization, which is not so big at this moment, but it will grow in the next few years. And these 2 pillars, they will bring us traffic and leads. And then, or parallel with that, we need to work with conversion and retention, because with the same amount of, let's say we have 100 leads, with the better conversion and retention, we will have more revenue from the same investment in marketing. This is why it's very important to work with the third one. This is where we work with the website, with offers, with seasonal, off-seasonal offers, with client reactivation campaigns, video testimonials, and also we invest a lot in brand. The fourth pillar is tracking and sales alignment. This is what a lot of time I see is missing in the companies, which are sometimes even making 5, 6, 7 millions in revenue. So make sure that you have it. So all the lead tracking, all the metrics and KPI for marketing and business, and you need to measure your customer acquisition cost, everything. And the dashboards and reporting and CRM integration and upgrading it each year, everything should be connected. Sales and marketing should be connected and aligned. This is how actually you make all the system work efficiently and help you not only to generate revenue, but also generate profits. This is very important, because I was asking on the AHR, we were interviewing the contractors, and we were asking what is their target, revenue or profit? It was like 50-50. Somebody's targeted to revenue, other guys, they targeted to profit, but we can do both if we make a system. So this is it for this kind of introduction on general introduction of 8-figure concept. And let's dive into local service ads. What is it? The basic thing. And by the way, let's make it again interactive. Guys, if you're watching this right now live, I see a lot of you are here. Share if you have already, like just put 1 or 0. If you have the LSA running and it runs smoothly, or if you have an LSA or don't have an LSA and you don't have a result out of this channel. So just put 1 or 0. 1 means it runs very good and I love it. And 0 means either you don't run it or you started it, but it's slowed down. This is what also a lot of HVAC contractors experience. And yeah, just share your experience, because sometimes it's you have very interesting cases from your areas and from your business, which is interesting to know. I will continue. So first of all, where you can see the local service ads, you can see them in the very top. In this example, I made it like for furnace repair San Jose. This is where some of our clients based. And you can see that the very top result is the local service ads. We have on the desktop, we have two of them, and then goes Google search ads, then goes Google Map Pack or the Google Maps. And inside these Google Maps, you can also see the advertising, and then goes organic results and Yelp also sits in organic results. Some of our clients will actually appear in maps and also in organic. And this is how it's usually structured. And on the mobile, it also may be structured this way, a little bit different. And Yeah, and Google all the time it changes and may play with the places, but overall it more or less this way. And this is how it looks on the mobile. This what you will what homeowners will see, how they may see your company, and this is where your company will appear with the local service ads when they search for it on the desktop. And actually not only the homeowners, also the property owners, because I'm sure that if you're doing residential, you may serve also the commercial, not the big like projects, but maybe some little commercial or local commercial projects as well. This is how it looks on the mobile. On the mobile, we have usually at least 3 options for the let's say in this case this is AC installation near Santa Clara, and we have Atlas Trio heating and air, we have Jazz heating and air, we have Trio. And you see, I want to highlight that we have several options how the clients and customers will reach out to you. So they can call, this is the basic, they can get a quote with the text message, and they can book an appointment directly from the local service ads. This is what you see what Jazz is doing here. And you can message the business, and actually you can get a competitive quote. This is what they implemented last year, and they started doing this. So right now you don't have all the leads which are exclusive. You also have this kind of shared leads. So you have different types of how you can receive leads through local service ads. Why LSA is a no-brainer for HVAC? Why do I love it? Or somebody may hate it, but why do I love it? Because it's instantly visibility at the top, at the very top position of the Google search results. Doesn't matter on the desktop or mobile, you'll be there. The highest intent, homeowners ready to buy and property owners ready to order your services and installations or replacements. And then you pay for the leads only. You don't pay for the clicks or visibility. This is very important. I don't know if you're using this already, you know this, but if you don't, you pay for the leads only. This is just perfect. And other leads, like I used to say that the leads are exclusive, and right now it's yes and no. Most of the leads are still exclusive, but they have this feature right now that you may get shared lead. But again, most of the leads, they're exclusive, so this is also cool. The lower cost per lead, if we compare LSA and Google search ads. For your understanding, these are 2 different accounts of Google advertising, so and different types of campaigns. So in local service ads, you'll pay less for the lead than in search ads, 100%. Calls under 30 seconds, no charge, you don't pay for them, and auto refunds for irrelevant calls. So you pay for the valid leads only, and they have AI system which checks the calls and either apply the charge or credit it back to your account. So this is why I find it as a no-brainer for HVAC. This is why I think everybody should have these accounts. And yeah, the only problem may be if you have an account but it's not running smoothly or it's slowed down after a while. How do we set up the LSA account? So the basic thing is that you have to have the Google business profile, and you need to connect it. And you need to input the basic business info and then pass the license verification. So you have to have license for HVAC, and then they make sure that you have insurance. So it's an insurance proof, the background check. And what about reviews on the profile, on your business profile? Even if you're starting a new location or if it's just a startup and this is totally a new business, you need to have at least 5 customer reviews on your Google business profile. And then it goes final approval from Google team, and Google sends the confirmation email. And the pro tip number 1 here is that check out your spam when waiting for an approval. Sometimes it goes to spam and you just miss it and sit there waiting when it's already there. So this is the basic. When you pass everything, you just need to set up account. And I have an old screenshot here, so you can see the Google Guaranteed. You don't have the Google Guaranteed badge anymore. Since last October, they just don't show this Google Guarantee badge anymore. And yeah, this was an update. And actually, they make this kind of updates every 3 months, I guess. 3-4 months, you'll get an update. So while setting up the account, this is very important. This is very important that you firstly provide your business info, you provide your working hours and business hours, then the bidding strategy, it's either maybe automatic or manual, and you set up your average weekly budget for the ads spend, and you then also pick up the job types which you want to advertise to the job search intents. And the pro tip, I don't know. So I'll make another pro tip here. So about the bidding strategy, you may start with automated bidding, maximize leads, or you may also set up the higher leads for installations, for example, and a lower price per leads for the services. It depends what is your focus. Then let's go further. The photos. This is where I see a lot of opportunities for all the businesses which want to receive more leads, because I see accounts which are for a while on the market and they don't upload new photos. This is where you can win if you upload new photos and if you have faces. If you have faces on the photos, I will also share that a little bit later, but you can see it on the right screen. The other settings is if you want to receive the messages, message leads or emails, leads through emails or text messages. This is what you pick up there on the settings, because some of you may don't want to receive the text messages, you just want to receive calls. This is also, you may set it up in your business profile, in your LSA account. The direct business search, you see this little, I don't know, button, but usually by default it's on. So what it will do if you don't turn it off, it will show up your local service ads for the brand searches. So when somebody's searching for your brand, let's say you paid for the billboard in your area, and then they search for your brand name, and then you'll pay for the lead, which you'll get through local service ads. If you want this kind of traffic, and if you don't want to miss this traffic, you just may set up the search campaigns, the branded search campaigns, and there you will pay much less for each call which you got through these branded campaigns. And if you are very good in SEO, of course, your website will appear on the top. And if you have the Google Maps which are optimized, again, these will your maps will appear on the top. But sometimes your competitors will try to catch this traffic as well. So this is why you need to pay attention here for the branded search if you have a well-established brand in your area. Then the service areas, you just pick up your service areas which you want to serve, and disqualify or exclude the service areas which you don't want to serve. Definitely, you know that those neighborhoods or those areas which you don't have technicians there, or you don't want to go there. Then business hours, this is very important. Set up your business hours where your team is available and your dispatch team is available and your managers can answer the phone and serve the client, because this is one of the biggest ranking factor if you actually answering the phone or not. And in the right side, you can see the example of the Green Doctors company from New York. This is how actually the faces in the pictures, in the photos, will help your company rank higher and get more traffic. Yeah. So I continue about the, and actually, yeah, if you have your local service ads run, let me check what we have in the questions and answers in our chat. So yeah, hi Jimmy. The number 2 is it's the 2 million, or the second level, I guess. And yeah, today we're live for LSA. Hey Ruslan, you have appliance repair. That's so cool, because A lot of guys I see in the market after the appliance repair, they build HVAC, and 0, it's not working, not consistent flow. Hey Jimmy, thanks for sharing. Fremont, Chicago, also 0, no flow, as I understand, or not working. HVAC, low lead flow. So this, I understand. Thank you for sharing, guys. Thank you for your activities. So you're active in the chat. If you're watching this on YouTube in the recording, just you can share your results or your experience in the comments. We'll jump to those comments and comment as well. So yeah, the issue is the same, as I understand. It's either working or working slow, or you didn't manage to start it. So I'll continue about the booking partners. If you want to receive the bookings directly, the booked appointments directly into your CRM, these are the booking partners of local service ads. If you're using, I don't know, Go High Level or House Call Pro or Service Titan or Workies, you can definitely connect it, and you will have this feature, and your clients, your potential customers, they can book it directly. And if anybody, if anybody is using this, just share your experience, if it works good for your business or not. What are the ranking factors? Let's continue with the ranking factors. And this is very important, because this is why we don't receive, sometimes you don't receive enough calls, enough visibility for your local service ads account, even if you think that you set up everything correctly. So first I would say that first is reviews, especially frequency. So we need to be active with the reviews on our Google profile. This is what will make your visibility better in the local service ads. Then representativeness, responsiveness. Sorry about that. Answering the calls. I was already talking about that we have to be very responsive. Google sends us leads, and Google wants us to close those deals. They want to connect us with the best auditor. They want to connect us with clients. And on one of our meetings last year, we had a guy who said, "Oh, got it. This is why I don't have, like, my account slowed down, because he didn't ever respond to leads. He just called them back all the time because he was busy in the field." So make sure that you have this system, and you respond all the leads very quickly. And profile completeness, the photos, the categories, the job types, everything what we just discussed. And the number 4 is rating every lead. Rate every lead. This is a button there. Rate this lead. I think I see it even in big accounts. I mean, big accounts, I mean, big companies who makes a lot of revenue, but still they have this point as a weak point. So they don't have a person who rates the leads. And I would recommend that you rate those leads not only in the beginning when you try to help Google learn about your wishes, like which kind of leads you want to receive, but all the leads all the time, and as fast as possible. So rate every lead. I will continue that maybe several times during today's session. Please rate them. And by the way, put in the commented into the chat if you rate leads right now, if you're running your LSA and you rate leads. For those guys especially who said that the campaign is quite slow, do you rate leads, or you don't do this, or nobody from the team is doing this? So number 5 is business hours. We can do longer hours or shorter hours, but make sure that during the hours which we mentioned, you have the person or a person who can talk to a potential client. And then the bidding strategy, cost per lead. You set up either the cost per lead or doing the maximize leads. This is what also be a ranking factor, and you can play with that. If you don't have enough visibility, and if you don't have enough calls from your local service ads campaign. So this is the pro tip number 4. I already told about this, the photos with faces, they will win. The local service help official website says that the high quality profiles, including those with images, may rank higher and may also pay lower cost per lead. This is so cool. So the better quality of you have on your profile, so the higher possibility that you pay less for the same leads. What leads don't count? Not every lead is count, and you don't have to pay for all the leads which you received. And you will see the picture in your accounts, and you may see this as already, that some of leads are charged, some of them are credited. Share your experience if you have the same, or if you have a lot of credited, or if you have a lot of charged. And we don't have a possibility to dispute leads anymore, but we have still the possibility to rate the lead. This is what I will repeat again and again. So just rate the leads. If you have this picture when you enter your account and you see a lot of leads, like several pages of leads, and you didn't rate them, just go and do this. This would be the first thing which I would do if I was in your shoes, because this is very important. And what leads don't count? The leads which are not matching your service area, or you have, I don't know, advertisers calling you through the local service ads, or any other options which are not related to the business, these leads not count. And actually, this AI thing works very good. So they really make it credited either right away or after a while. Or if you check the leads, this is again very important. You don't have to only rate the leads, but you check your leads and you listen to them, or you have a person who will do this. And if you hear that this is not a valid lead, you don't want this kind of leads, you rate them. And I wouldn't say most of the time, but a lot of the times when you rate this and you see that the quality of lead is poor and it's not relevant to your business, it's not valid, then Google will credit it back to your account. And they say it in their policies as well. So that the main thing is that they will learn from that, but they also can make a credit to your account. So make sure that you're paying for the quality leads and qualified leads only. How to win the LSA? So winning the LSA, rise bid per lead to win more placements, flexible bidding, or use the 101 strategy to stay competitive. This means that most of the competitors, they will use the $100 per install lead for the installation, for example. But if you put 101 or 103 or $105, this may save you some money and still win the game if the game is about the lead costs which you set up in your account. Then the second is play with the weekly and daily budget to maximize coverage. This means that, by the way, who knows? I know that some of you may know already. Who knows? And I'm showing this on the screen right now. What is the maximum budget per 1 week in local service ads? $100, several $100, thousands or millions. So 1, 2, 3. This is the $35 million. This is the maximum budget which you can set up. I don't want to say that you will spend it, but you can set it up, and this is the limit. So Google will not let you spend more than this amount, more than $35 million. And this is also how you can play to win more competition and to win more. So you make this just to show to Google that you are willing to spend. You want to spend more to receive more traffic. So another thing is add new categories to expand reach. Add new locations to attract more traffic if you can, and if you're capable to, if you can serve more areas next to yours. And so proximity may be not the main ranking factors. What matters right now is accurately defining your service areas which you can serve, and so you will receive the leads and you will book the jobs. Add personal photos. This is I was telling about the faces. and mark your jobs as booked. So if you book the job, make sure you mark them booked, because the more you mark as booked, the more this kind of quality leads Google will send to your account. So rate them. Once again, I'm saying rate the leads. As for the photos, let me also tell you that sometimes if you work with photos and you put your van or truck or somebody who is branded, and if the website or phone number of your company appears on those photos, Google may either stop your account or slow it down. So make sure that you don't have photos where your direct contacts appearing, because Google just want to send you leads through Google local service ads, but not through your photos. Then the next question is how to get fewer leads if needed. So sometimes you just need fewer leads. So limit job types. You can only have the heating maintenance or installation jobs, and this is how you limit the job types. Then shrink the service area. This is another thing. Lower the weekly budget. Use the target CPL to load the manual bids and make shorter hours, business hours. This is how you can limit the leads. But as I understand right now, that for most of you this is not a problem. We don't have a problem to limit the leads. But anyway, if you will need this, you can do it like that. And I will still recommend that, and not only me, the Google recommends that keeping the budget to receive at least 10 leads, 10 calls per week. This would be the recommendation if you want to limit your account. But again, this is not a problem for most of you today. So let's go further. How to budget? How do we pay for leads? I told already that we pay for leads. We set up the budget which we want to pay for per each lead, or we can maximize the lead bid, and we set up the weekly budget. The budget is used weekly, but the limit is monthly. So if you see that your campaign is spending more this week than your weekly limit, this is okay. This is all right. This is how Google does this. And it doesn't matter actually how much the lead costs. Usually the leads are between, I don't know, $40, $50, $60 to $150 or even more. It depends on the competition and on the area. But the main thing is, let's say if we invest 1,000 per week, then it's 4,000 per month, and we expect to receive the average CPL would be 100. We expect to receive 40 calls, 40 leads monthly. And then how to conversion of those leads? It's also, it depends on if there are service leads or the leads for the installations and replacements, and the conversion will be different. The main thing which I would target for ROAS 10x. So if we invest $4,000 monthly into LSA, we need to get 40K in revenue in the end of the month or when we close all the leads. This would be the main metric which I would target. So, and we pay for valid lead here, and we control the budget within the account. We're almost at the end. So the common LSA mistakes which you may hear, which you may have in your accounts, and if you hear that this mistake belongs to you, then share that in the comments in our chat if you're watching this live, or share that in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. So let's go. First one is missed calls. Account performance drops totally. So just make sure that you don't miss the calls. Using virtual assistants with long intros. I heard that a lot. Please don't do this. Just need to be very fast. Disputing or rating low, too many leads. This also means that something is wrong maybe with your account, so it may be slowed down. Not rating leads again. So when you don't rate the leads, this will slow down the count sooner or later. Then number 5 is slow response time. When your operators, when they need more time to answer, or you have this virtual assistant again, this is also will decrease the visibility of your account or of your ads. Then no license insurance updates, risk of suspension or slowing down or stopping your account as well. Ignoring reviews, fewer jobs, weaker rankings. So we need to be active with the reviews. Low budget caps. Google doesn't learn and actually doesn't have this power to start bringing in leads. Poor photos, I discussed that already. Make sure check your photos, because you think they're ideal, they're not most of the time. And just make sure you have them updated and you have faces there and you have the team or your owner. This would be great and this would be better. And then relying on one lead channel. This is a big mistake. I know companies who relied on LSA only and they got bankrupt after a while. So go omni-channel if you have this feature. And yeah, share in the comments. And I see that some of you started sharing your questions. I will go back to them because we are right now having a Q&A session very soon. Yep. So we are done. And right now, I'm sure that you're ready to get more calls, take action. So I recommend you implement at least 2-3 LSA changes today or this week, and measure and learn and scale after that. And it may take 2-3 weeks to see the reaction of the Google. Sometimes it works faster, but just you need to spend some time playing with the account. So this is the final, we're almost in the end and close to the Q&A. This is the bonus, the promo for our agency business. I would say that this is a very good giveaway for those who are watching this right now live. And also if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the free 360 marketing analysis for your business. I offer it with the promo code workshop. So if you need some help, if you feel that you need some help with LSA, with your local service ads account, if you need some help with any other channel, the NetRocket agency team, they will help you to analyze the Google Ads, LSA, Meta, any other ads account, and the SEO and AI visibility, where you rank, where you're not ranking, and what opportunities your business have, and reputation and reviews, and the website conversions, and competitor snapshot, what they're doing better than your company is doing right now. And we'll make sure to come up with the 2-3 steps tailored to your business to boost the leads and revenue in the next 30 days. So if you want and if you need this is totally free for you guys. This is this is a giveaway. This is a bonus which I announced in the beginning. So go to netrocket.pro/get in touch and use the promo code workshop, or just call directly 929-389-0344. Make a screenshot and we go further. This is a complimentary audit for you. And again, this is totally free. Let's connect in socials. You can find me anywhere by my family name, Dramshev. And this is the Q&A session. I will check what questions we have right now in our chat. And then if in the end, by the way, don't leave. So in the end, I will have a couple more bonuses, the tools, how you can spy and see what your competitors are doing in local service ads and also other ads channels. I will share that after the Q&A session. So guys, I will read so it's good, but there is a spam sometimes. If we're talking about spam, we don't pay for spam. Usually AI detects this as a spam, and we just don't pay for them, so no worries about that. If also usually we have a question that what about the job seekers, the guys who are seeking for a job and they just click in your budget, but with the local service ads you don't need to worry about that, because again you pay for the valid and the qualified leads only. And if a job seeker calls to LSA, this usually doesn't count, but it will count in the Google search ads. This is where you will lose money, of course. Okay, American Classic Painters have a question. 2 LSA and only one gets leads, but not the second. Why? And only get 2-3 leads a month. So 2 questions here I hear. So the first one is when we have 2 local service ads accounts. This depends usually how close your accounts are. What is the are they in different cities or different locations totally, or they're very close and they're in the same city, because this may happen when you have several accounts. One may work, another may not work, but we need to dive deeper into each of the accounts and see what settings you have and when did first started and when is the second started. Then the second question is, still you get 2-3 leads per month, and this is, of course, this is very slow. Usually you need to have, you may have more leads. And again, we need to check what settings actually you have, basic settings you have in the account. So yeah, go through those points which we discussed today on this webinar. And again, if you need help, we can do it free of charge. We can analyze your account. Usually it's because of the either photos or the settings which we have for the budget, or the settings which we have for the bidding strategy. These are usually the basic things. If we have this correctly, we can do some other stuff to try to relaunch them. Then, hey Oleg, another question. We set a budget for several thousand per week, but I want to spend a couple hundred. Yeah, this is again very common issue, that when we sometimes even set up several, I don't know, 100,000 per week, and still the account is not running smoothly. And again, we need to analyze that in complex and see what other settings are maybe not set up very correctly, or what can we do better in order to start this account and start spending. Because the reason is that even if we set up the budget only in the beginning, when your account is new, by the what I have in practice, when your account is new, you may have even with the low setup, you may have just you just put the bigger number in the budget spend weekly, and you have a lot of leads. And then after, it used to be after a couple of months, they analyze how you actually work with leads, what are your metrics, and if you rate those leads or not, and they either continue giving you those calls or they slow it down. But yeah, we need to play with you need to play with the other settings as well. I would do this, and I even would maybe rise the budget spend even more, not just several thousand, but maybe 30,000 or 50,000 per week, just to see if it will work, but together with the other settings, because I think that it may be the problem may be hidden in other settings. Yeah, Christina is saying that it's not always possible to dispute a non-qualified lead. This is true. Thank you for the question. And because we don't have a chance to dispute anymore, we don't have a chance to disqualify some leads. We just can rate them. And Google says in their rules, they say this may lead to the lead be to the credited lead, so they will not charge it. Or they will just keep it in their mind and see how it works. I mean, and try to make it work better for you in the future. So they will either do chargeback, or they're also okay not doing the chargeback if you rate this lead as a low quality. So this is just a signal for the system, and it's not a guarantee that they will charge it back. So we don't have this opportunity to dispute leads anymore. Guys, if you're live and if you're watching and you have questions, go ahead and put your questions. I will reply to them. While we are waiting for other live questions, I will go to the next slide where we have the questions from the previous meetings, and I will comment on them. And by the way, if you're, this is my request. If you find this workshop and this webinar helpful and interesting and valuable for you, I will ask just for a review to our business profile, because we are, as a NetRocket HVAC marketing agency, as a service business, we're doing the same thing as you. We serve clients. We make consultations like this and free of charge. And I will just ask, if you didn't do this before, just we'll appreciate if you leave a 5-star review and a couple of nice words about this meeting. This will help our business to also attract more visibility and more clients. Thank you for that in advance. And yeah, let's go further with the questions and answers. We have 9 questions, 9 Q&A more, and I have more bonuses in the end, how to see what your competitors are doing. So what is the average cost per lead in HVAC with the LSA? I would say that for the service jobs, that would be somewhere between $40, $50, $60 per lead. And for the installation jobs, that would be more than 100, 120, 130, 150. Depends again on the competition in your area. The second question, why I'm not getting enough impressions even with the budget? This was the question from Oleg, and also was the question from again, we had this question from the Classic Painters, that we need to see what setup you have in your account into more detail. So you can even check it with the help of our checklist, the webinar we have here on the webinar. How to minimize job calls from the job seekers? I already spoke about that we don't need to worry about we don't pay for the job seekers calls. How fast, number 4, how fast should I respond to an LSA lead? Very fast, as fast as you can. I would recommend just don't do any IVR or don't do any AI responders, just as fast as possible. This is how you will get the better conversion, and this is how you will get more. And this is again another ranking factor for LSA. How many calls should I listen to train the Google LSA system? I recommend listening all the calls and rating all the calls, all the leads. This is my recommendation. Not only in the beginning, not only when you train in the local service ad system, but all the lifetime. 6, how many competitors are usually in rotation? They may be a lot of them. They may be 20, 30, 40. It depends on the area. In the very top, you will see 2 on the desktop usually, and 3 on mobile, 3, 4 maybe on mobile, and they can mix it somehow sometimes. But in the top, the main thing, the main target is to be in that top, because this is where traffic is. And then of course they rotate it, and we don't have one company all the time in the top 2 or top 3 positions. But anyway, the main thing, the main target is to be there. How does the multiple location LSA works? I have an official answer for that. So the Google says that the multiple location will work as like as a competition. So the more relevant location will show up. But what I see in the market, when you have multiple locations, sometimes it will work worse than just one location. So you need to make sure that you set everything correctly, and and then you will see what is working and how many locations you have and how far the locations are from each other, and if they cross in the setup, if they cross the zip codes or locations or not. So make sure they don't cross. This is how you'll make them more visible, both of them. At least you'll try that. And a lot of times only one location will appear in the search, but the second one may not be very visible or may not kick off. Where can I see the full list of the rules for the lead qualification? You can see them in the local service ads help support website. It's written there. It's the full list, and they update it sometime. And or you can actually, when you will listen to the calls and you will rate the leads, you will see how does it work. When does the refund for calls happens in LSA? And this will happen during the month or next 40 days, I think. So it's not immediately, but it will go like that. So just real quick, we're finishing right now. I want to share that the official LSA support is, you can see this number is 4833272144. This is how you can call the LSA. Then the Google local ads catalog. This is how you can spy for your competitors, and you can see who is advertising and who is in the competition with you. You can use this google.com/local services /pro list. And then the Google Ads Transparency Center. This is where you can spy for your Google search and Google Ads competitors. And the Meta Ads Library. This is where you can spy for your competitors in Facebook. And just a short announcement that we're gonna have an HVAC marketing school next workshops and next webinars. The next one is in March 5th. It's gonna be about Yelp leads and Yelp advertising, and we have a special guest there. It's gonna be very soon, and the special guest is Johnny Walker. For those who knows Johnny Walker, you know that he has a lot of information to share about Yelp advertising, specifically for HVAC. So make sure you are somewhere connected with us, either in Facebook or check our website. We'll be showing this program very soon, or connect with me in social networks. I will announce this event as well. So we have events, I think, each couple of weeks. And if you want to meet in person, I will be attending the Las Vegas ACCA in March. And then I will be going to San Francisco and Miami, and we can meet in person as well there. We will have also some in-person workshops. And thank you for being with us, and thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Again, I invite you to leave us a review for NetRocket HVAC Marketing Agency if that was valuable and helpful for you. And I see you next time. Thank you. Bye.